Welcome back to the Dinar Chronicle, the channel where we bring you the most reliable updates, insights, and breaking news on the Iraqi dinar currency revaluation events and global financial movements that could reshape our world. If you're
New here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. We are dedicated to uncovering the truth about global financial resets, bringing transparency to currency news, and helping viewers like you navigate
the sometimes mysterious world of the Iraqi dinar revaluation.
Whether you're a seasoned investor in the IQD or someone just beginning to explore what this historic revaluation could mean, you're in the right place. So let's dive right into today's most frequently asked question. Which major U.S. banks
are currently exchanging Iraqi dinar, and what is the latest news on the RV?
Over the years, we've seen many rumors, predictions, and hopeful dates come and go, with very little solid action from governments or central banks. But 2025 has been different. This year, there's been more credible movement and open discussions from financial institutions, politicians, and economists about the possibility of a currency reset.
And one of the most important questions being asked right now is, which major U.S. banks are prepared or already beginning to exchange the Iraqi dinar? As of this moment, no major U.S. bank is openly or officially exchanging the Iraqi dinar at a new revalued rate. That means the revaluation (RV) event has not yet officially occurred in the global banking system. However, that does not mean that banks are entirely out of the loop or ignoring the possibility. In fact, quite the opposite is happening behind closed doors. Our latest intel and insider reports suggest that several major U.S. banks are preparing quietly behind the scenes to begin IQD exchange operations once the revaluation is publicly announced and officially implemented. Among the top institutions being mentioned frequently by dinar holders and insiders are Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, JPMorgan Chase, Bank of America, Citibank, and U.S. Bank. These are the 5 major financial entities most commonly associated with the coming exchange process. Let's go through each of them, based on the most recent reports, banking insiders' leaks, and verified patterns observed by IQD holders around the country. First, let's start with Wells Fargo, which has become almost synonymous with dinar.
RV speculation in online forums and private currency groups. For years, people have claimed that Wells Fargo would be the lead institution involved in the IQD exchange process. While these claims were often met with skepticism due to lack of
proof, in 2025 several legitimate signs have emerged. We've received multiple reports that select Wells Fargo branches in key states, such as Texas, Florida, and Nevada, have received internal memos and staff training modules regarding the potential foreign currency exchange process. Specifically, mentioning the Iraqi dinar, these reports include preparation of foreign currency desks and updates to foreign exchange protocols. Though public-facing customer service agents will still say, "We don't deal with IQD," insiders have hinted that upper-level bank employees are being briefed for sudden rollout protocols when the revaluation is triggered. Next is Chase Bank, a financial powerhouse under JPMorgan Chase. In the past, Chase has participated in the buying and selling of foreign currency, but like others, it suspended active IQD exchange years ago due to instability and OFAC restrictions.
However, a recent shift in policy can be sensed by changes in internal documentation and code updates in their foreign exchange platforms. While they still do not exchange IQD over the counter, we've received word that some customers with private banking or wealth management accounts have been quietly advised to stay exchange-ready.
That's a significant clue. Furthermore, one whistleblower from within JPMorgan's international banking division recently leaked that their team has been asked to prepare digital asset workflows and compile lists of high-net-worth clients who've previously asked about exotic currencies. Then there's Bank of America, another financial titan with a long reach, and a robust foreign currency division. BOA was once actively exchanging a wide variety of foreign currencies, including IQD before the suspension of dinar transactions. In the last 6 months, there's been an increase in back-end updates, particularly in their online currency systems. One viewer of our channel from California reached out last week to share that a BOA executive mentioned in confidence that currency exchange protocols would be undergoing updates in Q2 of 2025. Whether that's directly linked to the dinar RV remains to be seen, but the timing aligns perfectly with international buzz surrounding the RV. Citibank, known for its global operations, especially in the Middle East and Asia, is also showing signs of preparing for something significant. Citibank's global presence makes it an ideal candidate to handle revaluation-based transactions. In recent months, Citibank has been aggressively expanding its currency management services and has made several acquisitions in the fintech space related to blockchain verification and digital asset conversion. Some analysts believe this is not coincidental and may point toward a broader strategy to prepare for large volume currency shifts, like a Dinar RV. Again, while their public statements are neutral, insiders and international clients have noted that Citibank has created new desks under its global currency trading division with specific interest in Middle Eastern currencies. Lastly, U.S. Bank may not be as internationally powerful as the others mentioned, but it remains a player in the dinar exchange speculation. Reports from branch-level staff in the Midwest indicate that internal communications have discussed contingency plans for handling exotic currency exchanges and setting up identification protocols for such customers. This includes verifying source of funds, KYC compliance, and updated exchange rate processing systems. It's important to note that while none of these banks are currently exchanging IQD at an increased revalued rate, their behind-the-scenes behavior strongly suggests they are getting ready. These preparations indicate that the revaluation might not be as far off as skeptics claim. As we speak, central banks and international monetary organizations are working on stabilizing the global economy in the post-pandemic era. Iraq, rich in oil and with the promise of future infrastructure, is increasingly being seen as a country with massive economic potential. But what about the dinar holders? What can they do now before any bank announces an official exchange program? First and foremost, it's essential to stay prepared. That means ensuring you keep your dinar in a secure location, preferably a fireproof safe or safety deposit box. Make multiple photocopies of the bills, including the serial numbers, in case you need to verify them later. If you have a large holding, consult with a legal or financial advisor about setting up a currency exchange trust or similar structure to legally handle large post-RV funds. Another key action step is to stay informed, but not misled. There's a ton of misinformation out there, including scam exchange centers and so-called contract rates being offered by questionable brokers. Stick with reputable sources like the Dinar Chronicle, where we separate truth from fiction and bring you only verified reports. When the RV is announced, and if banks begin open exchanges, you will see the major banks publishing official procedures on their websites. Until then, don't fall for any pressure to exchange at backroom offices or pay for VIP access. It's also wise to consider your tax situation. Any gain from an RV would be considered a taxable event under IRS rules. Depending on your holding, period, and tax bracket, you could face significant capital gains taxes. Planning ahead with the help of a tax professional could save you thousands or even millions in the long run. Some savvy investors are also planning charitable contributions and donation strategies that will allow them to give back and reduce their tax burden simultaneously. Let's also address a common concern many of our viewers raise. What if I miss the window to exchange? It's unlikely that any revaluation will be a one-day event. Most currency revaluations, especially ones of this potential scale, involve a structured rollout with a window of several weeks or even months for holders to exchange. Banks will publish clear instructions, and the U.S. Treasury will most likely issue public guidelines as well. But the sooner you're prepared, the better your position will be to act when the moment arrives. To close out today's report, here are the most important takeaways. While no U.S. bank is currently exchanging Iraqi dinar at a new revalued rate, multiple major institutions, including Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, Citibank, and U.S. Bank, are showing signs of preparing for that possibility. Internal training, updates to foreign exchange policies, and digital infrastructure shifts all suggest that the financial industry is bracing for a currency reset or revaluation scenario. Stay alert, stay informed, and most importantly, stay grounded. The RV is a potential life-changing event, but only if approached with patience, discernment, and sound strategy. Thank you for watching the Dinar Chronicle, your trusted voice in global currency news. Stay tuned, stay safe, and as always, stay hopeful.